Alright guys, how's it going? This is just kind of like a random video, I guess. I've said this a couple times, but I bought a couple Blu-rays and a microphone from Amazon, and one of those items has arrived, but one of them is delayed. I don't know why, it just won't come. So with that, this is like a mini update, I guess, but from Amazon, I got Fantastic Mr. Fox on Blu-ray. I rewatched this movie twice already on Blu-ray, and I just love this movie. It's fantastic. I don't know, it's just got this like weird, it's a unique way that they made the movie, and that's why I like it. It's a very unique way they made it, and at the same time, it's a very good movie. Now the next thing here is a TV series. Before I was into movies, I was into video games. Like, I was a hardcore gamer. And before I was a hardcore gamer, I was a big TV buff. Like, as a little kid, I remember waking up every morning during the summer, and on Saturdays, waking up to PBS Kids, CW4 Kids. And there was this one show on CW4 Kids that I loved the most, and that was The Batman. So I've got season 1, season 2, season 3, which is my personal favorite, season 4, and the 5th season. This is just, these were like $5 a season, and I decided to get them all, and it just brings back so many memories. I would always watch them with my dad and with my brother. And this was probably my favorite TV show back then. It was really good. I liked it, and I'm excited to rewatch these. I really want to watch these again. So, yeah, that's just kind of like a mini update I have for you guys. And then this is like another random part, which will be the main part of my video. But back when I first started my Instagram account, I did something called the 30-day movie challenge, where every day, like, there was like a list, and each day would ask you a question, like, what's your favorite movie, what's your favorite director, what's your, all of that. And yeah, so I'm just gonna do this in one video, because I enjoyed doing it, and I was like super excited to do it every day. So I'm just gonna tell you guys all of my opinions, and there's basically like 30 questions for 30 days, but this will be in like 3 minutes. 30-day. I'm just loading up the challenge sheet. Alright. So, alright, here we go. So, let's go with, alright, so starting with day 1. Your favorite movie, obviously, it's Back to the Future. I know some people don't like this movie. I don't understand. This is a pop culture classic. It's such a fun time, and I think that's just a perfect film. There's nothing wrong with it at all. It's just such a fun time. So I gotta go with Back to the Future. The last movie you watched. The last movie I watched, what was it? It was actually Interstellar on Blu-ray. I only watched it once before on Blu-ray, and I watched it last night. And I saw it a second time on Blu-ray. It's just, it's an immersive experience. It was a blind buy for me. I got it for $13, so it was like risk taking it, and it ended up being one of my favorite movies of all time, and it still stands to be one of my favorite movies of all time. It's just such a good film. I love it. So, yeah. Your favorite action slash adventure movie. I'm not sure if you count this movie as action or adventure, but I'm gonna have to go with Inception. I mean, Back to the Future might also be one, but Inception is just, it's also one of my favorite movies as well. It's just an immersive experience. You have to really think about it, and that's what I like with Christopher Nolan. You know, he gets you thinking about the movie. And the thing happened for Interstellar. I could not stop thinking about that movie for like 2 hours. I remember lying on this bed, looking up at the ceiling, and just like thinking about it. Yeah. So, Inception. Your favorite horror movie? This movie didn't really scare me, but, oh gosh. I'm really tied up between The Sixth Sense or Jaws. I think I had a better time watching Jaws, so I'm gonna have to go with Jaws. But you might not count it as a horror film, but it's got that horror aspect to it. Your favorite drama movie? Ooh, I really liked the movie The Social Network. That's probably a movie I will never be watching again. But I remember watching that movie and just really enjoying it. So, my favorite drama movie is The Social Network. Favorite comedy movie? I gotta go with Napoleon Dynamite. That's just, like, I actually relate to this movie in a couple ways. The guy who played Napoleon Dynamite, his name is Jon Heder. His brother's family used to be really close to my family, so I got to, so I really knew Jon Heder's brother very well, and just some stuff about where they located it. I used to visit that location all the time with my grandparents, so that movie is just nostalgia for me. But again, it's a very well acted movie. It's very cheesy. It has bad reviews, but it's just a good movie. So I gotta go with Napoleon Dynamite. A movie that makes you happy. A lot of movies make me happy. Gosh. The only one that comes to mind right now is actually Fantastic Mr. Fox, probably because I don't know, it's not my favorite, but that's just the only one that comes to my mind. I don't know, it's not that good vibe to it. It's got good movie making to it, and that's why I like it. So, a movie that made you sad. Gosh. Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. I was not a big book lover, and I still am not. I don't know. I don't enjoy reading books. I enjoy reading some books. Some books I will read again. But I did not read the Harry Potter books. And since I did not read the Harry Potter books, I did not know that Dumbledore would die. And that made me sad. And tears were flowing from my IMAX glasses. Yes, I saw the movie in IMAX. I loved the Harry Potter movies back then. Just so devastating. When Dumbledore died, and then I watched it again on when I got it for Christmas on DVD. DVD. I cried again. It's just, I don't know. I probably won't cry now because I've gone through a phase where I don't cry anymore. So, movie that makes me sad. Yeah, Harry Potter. I don't know what that was. Harry Potter, Half-Blood Prince. What the? Kids. That's why I'm in my room. A movie that you practically know, practically the whole script of. Back to the Future. I just know it. I just know all the quotes, everything. Favorite director, hands down, Steven Spielberg. Christopher Nolan comes in very close, but I mean, my favorite movies are have Robert Zemeckis, Christopher Nolan. I only have one Steven Spielberg film in my top 10 favorite movies. I've got I got James Gunn. I've got all these different directors, but for me, that makes me decide my favorite director is the impact that they have on the movie culture and what types of work they've done. Like Robert Zemeckis, he's made some okay films. I know he's made a bunch of great films. I haven't seen Castaway. I haven't seen Forrest Gump. So I can't say he's my favorite director because he made Back to the Future. If I just focus on the impact that they made, so I have to go with Spielberg. Your favorite movie from your childhood? I don't have a favorite. I just know that Pixar was the go-to for movies for me back then. I mean, I still have video footage of me reciting quotes from Pixar films. Probably the one that I did the most was Monsters, Inc. And that one's my favorite Pixar film. But yeah, just Pixar was so... I love Pixar to this day. I love almost every single one of their works, for the exception of Brave. Yeah, just... I always dressed up in Pixar costumes. I would always recite Pixar quotes. You are a toy, put that thing back where it came from, or so help me. I just recite all this stuff, and Pixar films were always the best. Your favorite animated movie? Here, I gotta look at this list. Okay, let's see this. No. Okay. There's no animated on my top 10 list. Gosh, I don't know. I'll get right back to you in a moment. Yeah. Well, I can't narrow it down to one specific film, but pretty much any Pixar film, Good Dinosaur, which I actually really liked. Inside Out is a good one. Fantastic Mr. Fox is also a very good one. Monsters, Inc., that's a good one. Toy Story, another good one. Just any Pixar film, some of like the Disney original films I like. Not all of them. Lion King's a good one. Just Pixar, Disney. Fantastic Mr. Fox. A movie that you used to love but now hate. Oh man, the one that I am so mad that I used to love this movie was The Last Airbender. It made me so mad when I rewatched the movie. Just seeing how gosh darn awful it was. I remember walking out of the theater and like practicing like my staff moves, and this was when I was like 8. I was like into this big Avatar phase because I used to watch TV shows like that, and I would always watch the TV show. I was super excited for the movie. I'm just like, yeah, let's go ain't all the way or on or whatever they pronounce in the movie. The movie just confused me so much. They completely whitewashed what's the fire dude's name? Zoku, I think. I don't know. It's been forever, but it just annoys me that I used to love this movie, and it's what an awful movie. It's complete trash. Why did I even used to like this movie? Another one was The Karate Kid with Jaden Smith. I almost cried in that movie. Yeah, I know. I was a little kid back then, and I watch it now, and it's just just what happened. Okay, so yeah, those are some movies I used to love and now hate. Your favorite quote from any movie? I gotta go with that quote from Lilo and Stitch. Ohana means family. Family means no one gets left behind or forgotten. I think that is the best movie quote. And I love Stitch. Stitch is one of my favorite movie characters. When I went to Disney World, I got the big plush of him. It was like $40. And I'm not spoiled. I'm not a spoiled kid. I love Stitch. He's one of my favorites. Yeah, just that quote always gets me. The first movie you saw in theaters. Well, for the majority of my life, I was told the first movie I ever saw was Lilo and Stitch. And that's made me to love Stitch as a character and Lilo and Stitch the movie. And that's what my parents always told me. But until a couple weeks ago, my father has come out and said, well, he didn't just like come out to me and say your first movie was this. I was like, we were talking about like everybody's first movie, and I'm like, my first movie was Lilo and Stitch. My dad's like, no, your first movie was Star Wars Attack of the Clones. I hate that Star Wars movie so much. It's one of my least favorite movies. It just annoys me that. And he said I was asleep for most of that movie. Thank goodness, because I didn't want to rip my eyes out. But I woke up during that starship flight scene. In kids again. When with Boba Fett and Jango Fett flying through, and they're like chasing Obi-Wan or something. That was the first movie that I saw in theaters. The last movie you saw in theaters. What was it? I'm soon going to be seeing Kung Fu Panda 3. But the last one I saw was Star Wars The Force Awakens. Not for the first time, not for the second time, for the third time. Yeah. That was the last one I saw. The best movie you saw during the last year. Best movie last year, Star Wars Force Awakens, of course. I mean, no doubt about that. If I made this in 2015, I'd have to go with Guardians of the Galaxy. So, best movie last year, what is it? Star Wars. A movie that disappointed you the most. Oh, I know this is gonna sound weird, but vacuum cleaner. Alright, this one's gonna be a little weird, but I'm gonna have to go with Jupiter Ascending. I had such high hopes for that movie. I thought it was gonna be a really good movie with the visuals and everything. It turned out to be total crap. I mean, the visuals were still good, but it's just, if you watch my rant, I guess, it's just such, I hated that movie. Ugh. I was like 40 minutes into this movie, I'm like, please kill me now. It's so bad. I hate that movie. Your favorite actor? Let's see. And let's go to my list. You know, this is kind of a weird pick, but I'm gonna have to go with Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I find the movies that he's done surprisingly well. Dark Knight Rises, The Walk, Inception was a really good one. Yeah, he's a promising actor, and I like him. your favorite actress. Actress. I gotta go with Anna Kendrick. Just I don't need to say anything more about that. The most overrated movie. I originally said Frozen was overrated. I don't know. I don't find that now, but I gotta go with the most overrated movie. Ugh. I don't know. Um, Actually, wait, what is overrated? I know what overrated is. I'm just. Oh yeah, okay. Um, The Hunger Games, the first Hunger Games film. I don't know why everybody likes that movie. Oh, there. Oh, okay, no, scratch that. The Avengers. I hate that movie. I have no idea why people like that film. It just doesn't get to me. It's 2.5 hours wasted of your time. It Avengers: Age of Ultron is loads better than the first one. The film's boring. They hardly do anything. I don't get why people like it. I don't know. I just think that's really overrated. The most underrated movie. Um, ugh. There's kind of, yeah. I'd say Interstellar is a little bit underrated. Like Screen Junkies, they really hate that movie. Um, yeah, but for me, I gotta go with Into the Woods, the Disney version. I really like that movie. Yes, I agree. The ending of this movie is so bad, but the beginning of this movie makes me want to buy this on Blu-ray. It's such a good movie, and hardly anybody likes it. Just kids. Hardly anybody likes this film. I really like it. Um, what's another one? Same thing with 42. That's also an underrated film, but I'd say the most underrated, in my opinion, is Into the Woods. Your favorite character from any movie? Marty McFly, Back to the Future, without a doubt. Favorite documentary? Oh, I hardly watch documentaries. I watched Back in Time, which is on Netflix, and that was a really good one. I gotta go with this documentary TV series called America: The Story of Us. I would watch this during social studies last year, 7th grade. I would watch that almost every week, and it basically starts us from George Washington until now, and it's just really cool to see how our country, if you live in America, how our country has just changed in this 200-year period, and how technology changed. And one episode where the car was invented, the sewing machine, the dishwasher, the washing machine. Just all these episodes of how we have progressed it's really cool. And I know some kids who have also seen this television series, and they say it's their favorite. I think it's really good. So, yep. Um, a movie that no one would expect you to love. Um, let's see. I really love the movie Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Well, you know what? Oh my gosh, what am I saying? I'm just saying a bunch of movies. Gosh, I should have prepared for this, guys. I'm sorry. How much playing into it? A movie that no one would expect you to love. Let's see. Oh my gosh. A movie that a bunch of people hate. Is Batman and Robin. I find that a very hilarious movie. Yes, it is a very terrible movie, very terrible. But I find joy in watching that movie. It just gets to me every time as to how bad they made it, and no one would question, like, it's kind of like Chris Stuckman to Lara Croft Tomb Raider. Lara Croft is his favorite guilty pleasure movie of all time. Batman Robin is one of my favorite guilty pleasures. It's so bad that it's hilarious. And Speak of the Devil, a movie that is a guilty pleasure. Guilty pleasure movie. You know what? Everybody hates on this movie. I gotta go with The Master of Disguise. It is one of the worst movies ever made. It truly is. But there's just so many memorable scenes in this movie, like turtle, turtle, turtle. Just all these really cool scenes. It's so cliche. It's so dumb. It's so cheesy. But it's a hilarious movie. What is it? Favorite classic movie. If we're talking like before the 70s, I don't know. I gotta go with the 70s. I gotta go with Alfred Hitchcock's Rear Window. I typically don't watch any Alfred Hitchcock movies, but I've started getting into the mood of his movies, and Alfred Hitchcock Rear Window I think is a phenomenal movie made before the 80s. So yeah, Rear Window. Movie with the best soundtrack. Okay, yeah. One that I listen to over and over again is the Inception soundtrack. Just, I don't know, it's just, music or soundtracks are a great benefactor to my likeness of the movie. A reason why I really like Interstellar is the music. A reason why I like The Imitation Game so much is the music. That's just something that compels me. So, Inception. A movie that changed your opinion about something. I guess it didn't like drastically change my opinion about this, but my dad's favorite movie is The Power of One, about this guy in a encampment. It was back with like Vietnam War and all this stuff. Like he was stuck at this camp. Yeah. Sorry guys. Alright, so like I was saying, The Power of One, I just changed my opinion about people taking in prisoners, I guess. This was the story of that, and a person who became a professional boxer. Well, not professionally, but he became a really good boxer. And it has Morgan Freeman on it. It has a very low Rotten Tomatoes rating, but I highly suggest you go watch this movie. It's a good movie. And Day 30, the last one, your least favorite movie. Oh my gosh. I hate a bunch of Adam Sandler movies, but the one movie that I was so bored watching, like within like minute 10, I was just super bored about it, was Transcendence. Holy crap, that was so bad. Such a bad film. Not entertaining in any way. So confusing. It's just. And now is the time I decided to watch this movie too. And another movie that really disappointed me. Just. I hate the movie so much. It's just. I can't stay on watching that movie ever again. And I never want to watch it again. So, I'm sorry for making you guys sit through this half an hour of me just rambling on about movies. Look at my new pickups. Sorry if I made you sit on your couch or your toilet for this long. If you made it to here, pat yourself on the back. That's it for this. Stay tuned for more.